Welcome, I'm Brianna and this is my life on paper, and I continue to play along with Christy's beautiful life and her 30 days of sketches. Today's sketch is an exclusive by Natalie Turcotte. On Instagram, she is scrapbook_Natalie Nature. And this sketch took a lot of brain power. Now that I have things figured out, I think this will go together really fast, so I'm not sure if I'm going to speed this up or not. But I wanted to show you the pictures. This is back in November when I was supposed to go to the Packer game. It's in a box, and it was my first time having COVID. My only time having COVID. Oh my gosh. And so my daughter, Meredith Middle, got to go along with her dad, and that's my husband. And they had good food. So here is dessert. And I love how my pictures are probably not the same pictures as what was in the sketch, but I'm making it work. I really do like the sketch. So first I went to my plethora of, I have cardstock lined up in color order, but I do have papers like this stuck in there as well, like pattern papers. Mostly it has to be pretty much one shade. So this is kind of unusual to be in my stack of papers. I have another iris cart where it's more like got multicolor, which I know there's only 2 colors on here, but so this is in green. But I was looking for, you know how you have those papers that are kind of story based, but they usually have already decorated a border on it. And I went through green, and I didn't think to look through yellow. So these are the Packers, so green or yellow would have worked. But anyway, I found this paper, which isn't floral, but it just, I love the it's all dots, which I love. And the colors go so good. So because I didn't find the lined like you see in the sketch, I went with this. So then my next thing was to find a green paper that went with it. And I found this on my Cricut and I cut it out. Then I saw like the text, it says text here, text there. And I was just looking for titles and different things to go. Well, once I saw this, I couldn't use that. So I cut this out of my Cricut and I already glued it together. Dun, 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 dun. How perfect is that? I didn't glue this to here. I guess I could do that now. So the football, the white, is, you know, cut out separately from the brown, cut out separately from the green. And then this gets glued onto the green. I like things that are in bigger pieces, not too tedious to glue together. So that's going to be like that. In fact, I could tack that down. But I just want to make sure. Now, so again, this is bigger and there's not a lot of room to trim. They did a very nice job composing their photo. They've learned over the years. And I want to do something so that you can see some of that heart to give it the look of a heart. And then these fit over here so nicely, overlapped here. You know, in the photo, that's just a little bit different, but it's just a starting off place. So I think that's going to look good there. Then it says text here, and title up here. So I have my title, and I haven't exactly figured this out. I think something's going to end up on Meredith's forehead, which I'm not sure if I don't think there's a way to avoid it. I think there's ways to make it look better than worse. So something like that. This here, where she has the text down there, I'm going to have this journaling black, which I also made out of the Cricut. This has little pieces that actually layered in, but it made it like a yellow football. So I just covered that with brown and used my white Jelly Roll marker for the stitching. So somehow that's going to layer up over here. And then the text up here is the next thing I have. And I cut it out on my Cricut. I didn't take it off the mat because it's little, and I also kept the background just in case I needed to know exactly how to place it. I know it looks like title journaling, but I wasn't sure exactly what text she was looking for, and I like the way this looks. So I think it's okay. We can call one a title and one a subtitle. So the other thing is I have some, and I didn't keep the packaging for this. I am so sorry, but it happens to have the yellow, a little bit different, the green, which is like spot on, and white. So for those, some spots over here and maybe some spots over here, I want to use those. So let's get everything glued down first. This does not go fast after all. I'm just going to give you a little update in the middle here, and then I'll come back live and talk to you. But I glue these things down, and then I really struggle with placement because I really want that heart to be seen, even though I'm putting down the picture and the title and the journaling block. And then I struggle with the title, the touchdown, and I give up on it and I go to something else. So, but here you'll see, like, oh, I'm gonna put it here. Oh boy, no, I don't want to cover the heart. Well, maybe it should go down on the bottom. I just was questioning everything because I just was worried you couldn't see that heart. And I hope in the end that you will really be able to see the heart in the background. Let me know at the end in the comments if you feel like you can see that heart or if I covered it up too much. But I'm going to give the touchdown a little bit of a try and then throw in the towel because it's too putsy for me. I don't like little pieces. I don't want to take the time with that. It would have fit up there, I think, well, if it wasn't all falling apart. So I do give it a good old try and then throw in the towel. It turns out really cool at the end, but for right now, I'm frustrated. But like I said, I'll shortly come back to you and then give you real-time update. Okay, I'm back. Okay, and like I said before, I am not about this tedious, so that was not working for me. I went back to my Cricut. I cut this touchdown out. I think I'm going to use it over here. I have some white that I'm going to trim out. Sometimes I'll make a circle on the Cricut, and I didn't. So that will, and I think I'll use some of my liquid glue. And then this just needs a couple pieces like in the middle of the O's. That might be it. Oh, in the middle of the D. And it's not so putsy that way. There we go there. Here's the middle of the D. Oh, and you can see I'm off just a, oops, here. My white, which with this liquid glue, it dries slow, so you don't have to, I mean, you can, so that you can move it around. I'm just gonna need to have some kind of a utensil to get my middle of my D in the right place. And I don't know if you guys, I mean, I have tips and tricks on the Cricut. I don't know if that would be something anybody would be interested in. Maybe you don't want to watch me sit and mess with my middles of my O's and my D's. Let me know what you think. But I just figured this one was going to go, whoops, as I lose the middle of my O. This one was going to go quick enough that we could do this together. You can always fast forward if you want to. And show you, I'll just showing you some of my process. Maybe making a page that should be more simple, a little more difficult. Now, of course, you know, if I wanted to use letter stickers, this could be done already. Oops, I already did that. But now I've got that. So I didn't glue this, I did glue this picture down. But I'm just still trying to figure out, can we get this up in here, see the heart with not getting it on Meredith's head, not going off the page. I think it still looks like a heart. And the same thing down here. I want to put this where you can still see part of the heart, still be by the picture. I'm kind of debating a couple different ways. I don't know. I'm going to go something like that. And then again, what I was going for was in her spot where she's got words and words, title, and let's not forget those pictures too. Let's get this glued down. Somewhat down. This is somewhat glued. That's going to rest right in there. So we have kind of brown, brown, brown. I went over, I was afraid the white just looked too not contrasty enough that you could read it. So I'm using this tawny color of the Cricut marker because that's what I had. And then in this, I, from a million years ago, have ribbons. This is from Close to My Heart, Organdy Autumn Harvest, Z806, which would be really hard to find if you wanted to. But I'm liking the simplicity of this layout. I think you can still see the heart with the party zone up there. Next, I'm going to get my pictures down. And then the last touch will be the enamel dots. And figure out where I want those to go. Just trying to be picky about how I want to put that picture. Now the question is, does it look like there's a blank space up there? So text, text, picture, 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 title, dots, dots. If I just move her up a little bit. There, I like that much better. Now the question is, where did the dots go? I looked to see if I have brown enamel dots, and you know what? I have a list of like things to be on the lookout for when I'm out and about, in case I want, if I'm in the mood for, well, if I happen to be like at Hobby Lobby or something, I should be looking for. And brown enamel dots are actually on my list from like a long time ago. I don't run into needing them very often, but I can tell you they've been on my list for a while. All right, well, I could do them up here. I think they're gonna get lost. I could put them in a couple spots. Let's see. I'm definitely gonna put some down here. And pop a little yellow one. If they go on the photo, ooh, that's okay. Okay, is this me being picky? But it kind of, I thought it was going to overlap the tag, and it might just stay where it is. Might be good and stuck there. But if I had my, oops, there we go, druthers, it would, there we go. Okay, I like that better. I think I want to put some down here. And then I kind of, let's see, can I put some up there? I think so. Let's see, I want a little one here. Well, that's got a white little one. We won't do it on Meredith's face. There. All right, there it is. It took me a long time to get there, but I really like the sketch. I can see using this again. And again, I was so leery because there were so limited pieces to it, but when you do put it all together, it looks amazing. So thank you very much to Natalie for the sketch. Thank you to Christy for putting this wonderful series together again. I will have the links down below for the Facebook group for Christy's Beautiful Life and 30 Days of Sketches, as well as the playlist. So all you have to do is hit the playlist. You can watch all the way through if you like. You can skip through however you like, but there's wonderful inspiration there. So I hope you have a fabulous day. I will see you again tomorrow with another sketch.